The bravery of a legend. When history speaks of bravery, it whispers the name of Napoleon Bonaparte. He was not just a general, not just an emperor. He was a man whose courage carved a path from obscurity to immortality. In battlefields covered with smoke, in moments of despair when nations trembled, Napoleon stood firm. His bravery was not only in wielding a sword, but in daring to dream beyond limits, in commanding armies with vision, and in facing defeat with unshaken resolve. This is the story of Napoleon's bravery, a tale of a man who rose from the rocky island of Corsica to become master of Europe, and who, despite his fall, left behind a legacy of courage that still inspires the world. Napoleon Bonaparte was born in 1769 on the small Mediterranean island of Corsica. His family was not wealthy, and as a boy he faced humiliation in mainland France for his Corsican accent and humble background. But even in school, young Napoleon showed bravery of spirit. He refused to bow down to mockery. He immersed himself in books, studying history's greatest generals, Caesar, Alexander the Great, Hannibal. When other boys played, Napoleon planned battles with toy soldiers, sharpening his mind for future glory. His bravery was not only on the battlefield but in enduring hardship, standing tall in a world that looked down on him. At the age of 16, he became a second lieutenant in the French artillery. While the French Revolution shook the nation, Napoleon's courage brought him recognition. In 1793, at the Siege of Toulon, he commanded artillery with brilliance. Though he was only 24, his bravery in battle, fearlessly leading men, personally directing cannon fire under enemy attack, made him a hero. France took notice. Here was a young man who did not fear death. In 1796, Napoleon, only 26 years old, was given command of the French army of Italy. His soldiers were starving, poorly clothed, and demoralized. But Napoleon's bravery lay in more than combat. It was in inspiring men to believe. He told his army, "Soldiers, you are naked and ill-fed. The government owes you much but can give you nothing. I will lead you into the most fertile plains of the world. There you will find glory and riches." With that, he led them into a campaign that stunned Europe. Napoleon marched swiftly, striking Austrian and Piedmontese forces with daring speed. He placed himself where the fighting was fiercest, often riding into cannon fire to rally his troops. At Lodi, when French soldiers hesitated to cross a heavily defended bridge, Napoleon himself led the charge, musket balls flying past him. That day his men began calling him the Little Corporal, a leader brave enough to stand among them. Napoleon's Italian campaigns showed the world a new kind of bravery, not just the courage to fight, but the courage to innovate, to move faster, to risk everything in order to win.